All right, let's dive into one of the most critical battlegrounds in our digital world today, cybersecurity. And right at the heart of this whole fight is a technology that's, well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. We're talking about artificial intelligence, which is acting as both our greatest shield and the attacker's sharpest weapon.
I mean, think about it. Every single second, our digital world is just bombarded by this invisible storm of cyber threats. And these aren't your run-of-the-mill attacks anymore. We're talking about threats that are so sophisticated, so incredibly fast, they're moving on a scale that's honestly, it's way beyond what any human team could possibly keep up with.
And that brings us to the real heart of the problem, right? How do you fight an enemy you can't even see coming? Because our traditional security methods, the ones that look for known viruses and rely on people to analyze things, it's kind of like trying to catch bullets with a butterfly net. It's just not fast enough. It's not smart enough for this new era of cyber warfare.
So what's the answer? Well, you have to fight fire with fire. You have to fight an intelligent threat with intelligence of your own. And that means deploying artificial intelligence right there on the front lines of our defense.
Okay, so let's really get into this. We are absolutely witnessing a new kind of arms race. It's this massive, fundamental shift in how we defend our digital lives. And AI, well, AI has become the weapon of choice for both sides. And this right here, this really paints the picture. On one side, you've got traditional security. It's slow, it's manual, it's always playing catch-up. But then you bring in AI, and everything changes. We go from slow detection to real-time. We go from looking at tiny bits of data to analyzing massive, massive volumes. And most importantly, we go from just reacting to old attacks to actually predicting what's coming next. It's a total game changer.
All right, so first, let's look at the good news. Let's talk about the AI shield. How exactly is artificial intelligence revolutionizing the way we defend ourselves? Okay, so one of the biggest ways is something called real-time anomaly detection. The best way to think about it is like a digital immune system for a network. The AI just sits there and learns what normal looks like. What time do people usually log in? What files do they access? The moment, and I mean the instant, something weird happens, something that deviates from that normal pattern, bam, it raises a red flag.
And this isn't just theory. Take a look at a company like Darktrace. They've literally built something they call an enterprise immune system, and its whole job is to spot brand new threats, the stuff no one has ever seen before, these zero-day attacks. It doesn't need a signature. It just knows, hey, this doesn't belong here, and that lets them shut down an attack before it can do any real damage.
But AI's power goes way beyond just spotting things in the moment. It's about predicting the future. This is that huge shift I was talking about, from being reactive to being proactive. Machine learning models can sift through data from millions of past attacks, find hidden patterns, and basically forecast where the next punch is likely to come from.
And again, here's a real-world example, Cylance. Their AI is incredible. It looks at a file and analyzes millions of little details about it before it even gets a chance to run. It's essentially deciding if it's a bad guy before it can even knock on the door. It's the digital version of seeing trouble coming a mile away and locking everything down tight. Now, what happens if something does get through? Well, in a cyber attack, speed is everything. We're talking about something that can spread across an entire network in minutes, even seconds. AI-driven systems can automate the response, triggering defenses instantly. Way, way faster than any human team could ever hope to react. For instance, look at IBM's Watson for cybersecurity. This thing can read and understand thousands of security reports, blog posts, you name it, all in a matter of seconds, so it can learn about a brand new threat and then immediately suggest what to do. Or even just do it, like automatically quarantining an infected laptop to stop an attack dead in its tracks. But this is where the story gets complicated, because every powerful tool, every great defense, can also be turned into a weapon. And that incredible power we've been talking about, well, it has a dark side. And this is the real conflict at the center of this whole tech arms race. So, let's flip the coin. Let's talk about the AI sword. How are the bad guys taking this exact same game-changing technology and turning it into a seriously formidable weapon? Well, they're building a whole new arsenal of AI-powered attacks. They're using stuff like adversarial AI, which is super clever. It basically pokes and prods at our AI defenses to find the blind spots, trying to trick them. They're also automating attacks on a massive scale and creating phishing emails and social engineering schemes that are more convincing than anything we've ever seen before. And maybe one of the most alarming things is how they're using generative AI to create deepfakes. And look, these aren't the funny face swap videos you see online.
We are talking about hyper-realistic fake audio and video that can perfectly impersonate your CEO, a family member, anyone. It's getting to the point where it's almost impossible for the human eye or ear to tell what's real and what's fake.
So just imagine this for a second. You get a video call. It's your boss. Looks like them, sounds exactly like them, and they're telling you to make an urgent wire transfer right now. Would you even think to question it? That's the danger here. This tech exploits the one thing our software can't patch, our own human trust.
So that's where we are. AI is both the ultimate shield and the ultimate sword, and we can't just turn it off. The only way out of this is to move forward. So the question becomes, how do we manage this? How do we find a path forward?
Well, a huge part of the solution has to start with the AI itself. You can't just bolt on security at the end. It has to be baked in from the very beginning. That means securing the data it learns from, making sure the model itself can't be stolen or poisoned, and constantly monitoring it once it's out in the world. But there's another challenge here, and it's a big one: the black box problem. See, with some of these complex AI models, we know they work, but we don't always know why they make the decisions they do. And that's a problem. If an AI blocks a huge, legitimate financial transaction or flags an innocent person as a threat, we have to be able to ask why and get a real answer. Trust and accountability are absolutely key.
And really, all of this leads to what might be the most important point of all. The path forward isn't about machines replacing people. It's about creating a powerful new partnership between them.
Look, the goal here isn't to replace human cybersecurity experts. It's to give them superpowers, to augment them. The AI can handle the insane speed and scale, analyzing more data in a second than a human could in a lifetime. But it's the human analyst who brings the context, the intuition, and the critical thinking to the table. That's the stuff AI just can't do. It's that combination, that human-AI partnership, that's our strongest defense. So I'll leave you with this final thought. In this crazy AI arms race, what's our greatest weapon? Is it just about building smarter, faster technology, always trying to out-innovate the other side? Or is the real weapon something else? Is it about creating smarter human oversight? People with the wisdom and the critical skills to wield this incredible technology responsibly?